In writing the script for this month's episode, I was thinking how this month feels like it's about honor. Honor to our moms because of Mother's Day, and honor to service members because of Memorial Day. Before we start the show, I wanted to take a moment to remember the men and women who've died to sacrifice their lives during their service to this country. Please join us for a moment of silence. Thank you. Let's start the show.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. It's life music. You got me soaring high. I don't ever wanna come down. Got me feeling so high. Feels so good when you're around. 'Cause you're my air. And if you flip my wings, if I lose your heart, I get soaring.
First up for tonight's show, we have Terraine.
Love is growing within. You're spending 9 months to create your closest kin. Appreciate this blessing in its entirety and rewrite your list of priorities. As your stomach starts to grow and begin to obtain that beautiful glow, lift your shirt, let it show. This gift is greater than any other. You're becoming a mother. Congratulations.
Our next performer is coming to the stage for the first time. I would like for you to give a warm welcome to Tashi.
Darkest form of life, small beginnings, swimming to meet you. Pause, push through. I'm rooted in fertile ground. Quiet little space, lonely place, and one day I hear you talk, but not to me. I talk to you through movement. You acknowledge me, real tears. Sharing laughs and meals with you, space getting smaller, voices getting louder. Love grows with innocent acts. I see light, and I see you in my first existence. And I know you're a real one. You're my mother, and I'm your daughter. After 9 months of being one with you, life begins from darkness.
Put your hands together and welcoming back the mindspeaka herself, ameehsal.
Sunrise. Last night, living in the middle of last night, I thought I would never see the sunrise. Staring down on you, motionless we both were, but only one of us was breathing. You lay there calm and lifeless as yesterday was then, and staring into your emotionless face made me think this was the end. There was nothing left. Still holding myself, trying to hold my tears, my mind went to just days ago when we were together. Just days ago you were smiling at me, looking at me, and then you weren't. As you laid there, your eyes were closed and your smile gone. Just a few days ago, you said it would be all right and that you loved me, but you never mentioned goodbye or that it would be our last moment together. And as the tears began to stream down my face, I never thought I would see the sunrise. You were gone, and I had to deal. My best friend held my hand and led me away from the person who motivated me and said I was bound for great things, the person who I didn't know would be gone so soon. I followed and went home, broke down, lost it, was lost. Because it was real and not a dream. So dark and no sunrise could penetrate. No sunrise, no tomorrow. But Mommy, you always smiled and looked for the good and the bad and said you would be there. Mommy, I saw the sunrise the next day and your smile was in it.
Last but not least is my piece. This is my woman's worth. I've known this woman all my life. I am her. I see her in me. I look in the mirror and see all the full features God copied from her and pasted onto me. When I was a child, I told her I love you, said thank you, and appreciated all the times she was around. Expected her to be everything to me when I felt I meant nothing to her, not knowing any of what she'd been through. Now, as an adult, knowing the worth you hold for me, I wish you had that same worth for you. Being a married woman, but still a single mom, giving what you never received, receiving what you never knew to give, procreating two souls that separately recreate the life you live. I can imagine what you went through, not knowing how to give to others what you felt was never given to you. Crossing the roads of my journey, revisiting the houses where things were too broken to ever fall apart. From the atlas of the world too heavy to bear, parked cars off the side of the road with flat tires and no spares. Crying for Mary, but Miriam was all I saw around. For so long I wished to return to Bethlehem to reclaim my crown. I've been broken, but nothing broke my heart more than hearing you feel you are worthless. Words that to this day make me cry. I wish for a moment we could go back in time so you can see and feel how much you are worth in my eyes. You're far from perfect, but you were perfectly made for me, to be my example, to be the one to mold me. A few years ago, you asked what you meant to me, and I said I didn't know. Because of who you are, I loved you, but other than that, I had no answer to give. Now, thinking back to then, I can tell you why I didn't know what I did. I didn't know how I felt about you as a woman because of the place you chose to settle in. In my eyes, I saw you walking away from one pile of shit just to jump back in. You asked if I want you to be happy. Of course I do. You don't need to be neutral, feeling you have to choose between us and them. I want you to start choosing you. Now that my grandmother's gone, you're the only person with the title of mother I have left. I don't want to bury you before your time because you worked yourself to death. In search to master my own destiny, I found myself at the almost dried out oasis, surrounded by red scorpions and double-headed snakes. And if I'm to drink my water of truth, my journey of healing ends and starts with you, with the roles in reverse, and me being the one to mother you. Being alone doesn't make you lonely. It's okay to take the time to learn how to be who you need. You're never too old to try. You're always too young to settle. Crying doesn't make you weak. Don't always equate being open to getting hurt. If you're never open, how will you find the people who really appreciate your worth? Everything happens for a reason. You may think, I'm not where I should be, but I am where I am. With every lesson, heartbreak, disappointment, the inspiration to my own lesson plan. I can't put everything into these words about what I've learned and how I thought I wanted to grow up to be. In your image, God created me. You'll never be a failure because I'll succeed. Being the woman I am now, the shelters, the little girl I always knew, I realized, yeah, you're my mom, but you're also a woman too. That concludes tonight's show. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you'll know when the next episode is out. Share and comment. Tell us what you like, what you don't like, what you love, what you hate, and even what you like to hear about. So until next month, stay hydrated and shaded, not jaded. And we'll see you then. Okay, bye.
Don't ever leave. And I don't know what I'd do without you. Well, I wouldn't be the same without you. Yeah. Nah. Yeah. Feeling so high. Feels so good when you're